I also had a question about when it talks about heaven for women, and it says like there's not any mention of it, and they say that they have this saying that if you don't, when there's silence on a subject, it means.
And I'm smiling about what you said because I find it funny. The reason I find it funny is because when you know something's completely false and someone is telling you something, it sounds amusing. You get what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah.
So look, the description of paradise is genderless in the Quran. There is no description for men and description for women. So the Quran does not differentiate in the description on paradise for men and women. Everything I mentioned to you, I mentioned to you rivers and food and all of these things and seeing Allah, that's all for men and women in paradise. Allah Azza wa Jalla says in the Quran, and whoever believes in Allah and does righteous deeds, believing men or women, men or a woman, Allah will reward it. So,
yeah, but what about the whole concept of like the hoor line or whatever they're called?
Yes, hoor line, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. What's up with them?
Isn't that gendered?
That's gendered, yeah. Paradise is not about hoor line. Paradise is about what your heart desires. And Allah created men and women differently. The physiology of men and women are different. For example, most women, and probably you would agree with me, they would desire to be with one man that they love and admire and they respect. Would you agree?
Yes.
Or do you think that most women want to be with multiple men?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Think
so. So a woman's psychology is that she wants to be with one man that she's loyal to, that she respects and she loves and she admires. But the nature of most men that they want multiple women is the nature of a man. So when you talk about the types of reward, this specific reward that you ask about hoor al-ain, it will be in accordance to the physiology of men and women. But that's the only example that you can mention. Do you know what I'm saying? And Allah says in the Quran, لَهُمْ مَا يَشَاءُونَ فِيهَا, for them whatever they will, for them whatever they desire in paradise. So if women, they do not want multiple men, why is it a problem for them not to give multiple men? For me, it's just ridiculous for someone to say that, look, they don't get this, but they don't want this. So why would they get something that they do not want?
Yeah.
Right? But they get what they want. That's the thing that Allah says in the Quran. Man or a woman, you get what you want. And everything else I mentioned is for both men and women.
Okay, I guess I thought the whole concept of like, not even just the women, but like the gardens and the food and everything was just for men and there wasn't any mention of things for women. I was like, well, that's a little...
Imagine, I'll tell you something interesting. Islam is the biggest growing religion in the world. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, conversion rate, not birth rate. So people accepting the religion. According to Pew Research, are you from America?
Yeah.
Do you know about Pew Research?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest research centers in America, right? So according to Pew Research Institute, by conversion, the biggest growing religion in the world is Islam. Conversion rate, not birth rate. Do you know that 3 out of every 4 people that accept Islam are women?
Yeah, I've watched a lot of your stuff.
Okay. So no, but I want you to think about that. Imagine 3 out of 4 people who accept Islam are women and there's nothing for them in paradise. That would be hilarious for me, right? So what we're saying is this, like, paradise is not gender specific. It's for both men and women, and they will get the rewards in paradise. Whether it's a woman or whether it's a man, they will get rewarded in paradise. They will have what they desire. Allah Azza wa Jalla says that the people will not want to move away from paradise, which means all of the desires will be fulfilled. Allah says in the end of chapter 18 of the Quran, لا يبغون عنها حولا. They do not desire to turn away from their current state. They don't want any change in their state from the complete fulfillment that people will have in paradise. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.